open. You got to hit that one. Didn't.
32-yard field goal attempt coming up from Matt Stover. Ball is up, and it's good. Baltimore Ravens go up 10-6 with 24 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And Vinny Testaverde now, even with that incompletion, 11 for 14, 140 yards and the 1 touchdown. But there's Matt Stover, who just kicked the field goal. Ray Rhodes' team now trailing 10-6 as Ted Marchibroda's Ravens are up. Well, folks, it's time to forget all those morning shows from New York, because Fox now has a better way to start your day. For live local news, traffic, and weather from your town, join yours truly and two of the finest ladies in journalism, Tracy Matisak and Danya Archer. Every weekday morning, Danya gets it started at 6:30. Tracy and yours truly 7 to 9. Good day, Philadelphia. Your show, your town. I love that show, man. I can't believe I get paid to do that show.
You know, I had so much fun. We were at a training camp last week doing that show live from Lehigh University. A lot of excitement from the people up there in the Lehigh Valley. Man, you had 6 cups of coffee and you were ready to go. You had me pumped up, and that's hard to do.
You know how pumped you and I are whenever we're together, and it is contagious on that show. We got with Mary Fay and the crew on Good Day Philadelphia the best behind-the-scenes people you could possibly have, and our on-air people. Nothing like it. Makes my job so very easy. Speaking of jobs, those two guys there, Derek Witherspoon, Vaughn Hebron, very important that the Eagles get a good return game, both on the kickoffs and the punts this year, as Matt Stover's teeing it up with 24 seconds to go in the first half. His Ravens leading 10-6.
Don, you really want to get good field position, maybe get the ball with about 20 seconds left and throw a couple down the sideline or down the middle to get that double zone. Here Witherspoon trying to get his way up, doesn't get much.
He gets it out near the 30-yard line. 18 seconds to go in the first half. Eagles will have very little time to operate with here, as you can see. And, of course, the pooch kick there. Good call by the Baltimore Ravens. We're looking at Barrett Brooks there, number 76. I think it's important to mention, last year this guy had a start as a rookie. This offensive line, as we see Joe Panos and the rest of the offensive line guys over there, this line is so much deeper that Barrett Brooks is now a backup with a lot of veteran additions.
And he did a credible job last year. But you bring in Steve Wallace, who's been around, lads that lends that veteran experience, got a few Super Bowl rings in them 49ers. Hey, it's an upgrade of the position, but Barrett Brooks is going to be a fine player in this league for a long time.
Ty Detmer kneels. That'll do it for the first half here at historic Memorial Stadium. We got a packed house, but don't go away, because in the second half, as Ray Rhodes talks with his running backs coach, Dick Jamison right there, the Eagles will be trailing 10-6, but you'll not only get to see Ty Detmer try to rally them, you'll also get to see boy wonder Bobby Hoying now wearing Jaws' old number 7. Plenty to stay tuned with. Now we're going to return you for halftime activities at your local station, and at Fox Philadelphia, that means the best newscast in Pennsylvania, a special edition of the Fox 10 o'clock news. Ron Jaworski back at Baltimore's historic Memorial Stadium. My partner here just putting his headset on. The guy's unbelievable. He goes out during halftime, gets crab cakes in the dining room, almost doesn't make it back in time, and he brings me, you're unbelievable, he brings me the small cup of popcorn. We're here in our broadcast booth. Interesting, here at Old Memorial Stadium, they'll have a new stadium in 2 years, a beautiful new stadium over by Camden Yards. This whole stadium has been renovated nicely, but for instance, the broadcast booths, we're at the goal line. You're usually at the 50-yard line, so it's kind of a stretch to see up at the other end of the field, but people here in Baltimore have been so hospitable. Of course, right now, one of the concerns with Philadelphia Eagles, Mark Ingram, was taken to a local hospital for precautionary reasons because he did get poked near the eye, and they want to make sure there's none of that orbital damage. Let's look at the play that happened on, Ronnie J.
Well, this is the reason Mark Ingram was with this football team. He can get off the bump and beat the man coverage. He's strong physically, strong upper body, and in this West Coast offense, that's critical. And really, you can see right here, lays out for the ball. That's how he got himself hurt. But, boy, this is what you want. You know, when Christy Jones can get off that bump, Irving Fryer can get off the bump, Mark Ingram laying out, making a super catch right here. Now, that's concentration to the point where the ball hit him in the eye. But that's what you need, and that's what he brings this football team, the ability to get off that bump and make the big play.
One of the things that you really like about the Philadelphia Eagles is they have a great medical staff. They have people like Art Bartolozzi, John McShane, our good friend, and they immediately said, let's be precautionary here. Probably not going to be a serious problem. Let's get some x-rays. Let's have some ophthalmologists look at it. Mark Ingram at the hospital being checked out as the Eagles want to make sure he's okay because he's very important to this Eagles offense. Let's take a look at the first half statistics right now. The Baltimore Ravens are leading this football game by a score of 10-7. First downs are even. Eagles rushed for 51 yards, 103 yards passing. Vinny Testaverde, though, Ron, very sharp, 140 yards passing.
Well, Vinny has been the difference. He can make plays. Of course, Michael Jackson had a super first half for their football team. He is an experienced wide receiver working against an inexperienced secondary, particularly in that second quarter. Remember this, most of that second quarter, the Eagles had a lot of backups. the Ravens had a lot of their first-timers.
Yeah, of course, that Eagles secondary missing Bobby Taylor and Troy Vincent. Michael Zornich got dinged a little bit. You're watching the Eagles come on the field, and it is very cramped here, as you can see. We talked about our broadcast booth, kind of a smaller one down at the goal line, not the 50. The Eagles locker room is so difficult to squeeze into that 12-minute halftime, as we look at the coaches and the guys, Kevin Johnson and the rest of the fellas coming, Raleigh McKenzie back out there, it's so small that it took them 6 minutes to get in. They probably just touched their lockers, 6 more minutes to squeeze them back out there as we look at James Willis, number 50, very important to this defense. He had some nice sticks on defense early on in the first quarter.
Well, I thought the defense was very solid, except for the big plays from the pass game, which you're going to get. The Eagles do not have, a Troy Vincent in there, don't have a Bobby Taylor in there, a Don Griffin is not in there. So, hey, that's going to be exposed.
All right. Beginning of the second half shows the Eagles receiving, Matt Stover kicking to Derek Witherspoon and Vaughn Hebron. It's going to be Hebron back at the 2. Up over the 5, out over the 10, 15-yard line, out past the 20. Nice cutback up to the 30-yard line. Ball on the ground, fumble. I think the play was ruled dead. Both the officials who are moving in quickly ruled that, so no fumble on the play. Darren Jenkins, number 25, came in quickly. Vaughn Hebron, good return, but Ray does not want to see the ball on the turf.
One thing about Vaughn Hebron, he gets up the field. You'll see the wedge form at the top of your screen to the right. He hits this wedge full speed. This is what you want to do. Boom, headed up the field. There's the tackle. The ball will come loose. And the old rule, the ground can't cause a fumble, is in effect.
All righty, Ty Detmer is your quarterback with the fumble. The ball back at the 29. Eagles begin the second half operating 1st and 10 from their own 29. Ty Detmer back to pass. Good protection. Looking to another one of his big tight ends, Jason Dunn, the rookie, and it takes 4 Baltimore Ravens to bring him down. This is a guy physically, if we look at Ty Detmer, who got the ball to Jason Dunn. Ty Detmer is a guy the Eagles love to have, but with receivers like Jason Dunn, well, I'll tell you, Ty's going to love his gig here.
Well, Jason Dunn is a physical specimen, and Ty Detmer there waited, bounced a little bit in the pocket, and the ball position, it was right between the 8 and the 7 on Jason Dunn. When you throw inside, that's where you want to put the football, right on the numbers.
Ty Detmer set those 59 NCAA records at Brigham Young University while winning a Heisman Trophy. Ray is very high on him, offensive coordinator John Gruden as well. Detmer back to pass, looking over the middle, intended for Mark Say, incomplete, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and 4 for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Well, Mark Say is another wide receiver they expect big things from, acquired from the San Diego Chargers. You'll see him here coming out. Jason Dunn heading up the field. Again, what's called a deep route to come underneath the ball, thrown behind him on that play. This is a play where Ty Detmer has to hit him. He had the right coverage at the tight end, Jason Dunn clearing. Mark Say coming underneath. Again, you got to put it on his belt buckle for that wide receiver coming inside.
And Ty Detmer takes a look at the Ravens defense, does not like what he sees, so he's taking a timeout here. Once again, it'll be 3rd down and 4 for the Eagles at their own 35, trailing the Baltimore Ravens 10-6. 14 minutes and 2 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. We'll be back with more Eagles preseason football right after this Fox timeout. Looking at the Eagles sidelines, number 63, Raleigh McKenzie, Joe Panos down there, and then the gentleman to the left of Joe Panos, that man, Steve Wallace, over from the 49ers, 3 Super Bowl rings. Ray Rhodes, a guy with 5 Super Bowl rings, loves guys with the ring age.
Leadership is very important at any football team, but it's important to this team. Ray Rhodes wants to win a world championship, not be an 8-8 football team.
All right, lots of changes in the offensive line. We'll detail if the drive continues. 3rd down and 4 from the 35. Ty Detmer back to pass, looking to Chris T. Jones, and he has the 1st down. Again, it's that Al Toon type situation, a big target who can take a lick. Nice play.
Well, and he took the hit from Benny Thompson after he made the catch, number 37. But you got to love Christy Jones. He's physical. You'll see him right here. Boom, pushes up, breaks inside, fights off the strong arm, ball's a little bit high, makes the catch. Benny Thompson, who's a fierce hitter, number 37, comes in, makes the hit, and yet he holds on to the football. You love to see that in a wide receiver. He can make that play week in and week out.
Okay, the Eagles operating 1st and 10 just outside their own 45-yard line. Freddie McCrary on the handoff from Ty Detmer. He's going to be up on midfield, and he's into Ravens territory. Nice run by the backup fullback, who really is kind of on the bubble on this team because they have a lot of depth at running back.
And an outstanding block by number 76, Barrett Brooks, the gentleman we talked about earlier in the telecast, was a starter last year. Kind of rushed in quicker than you'd like to rush in a rookie, and you'll see him to the left of your screen coming around, number 76, Barrett Brooks. Boom, there's the kick-out block to give Fred McCurry a chance to cut up the field, and boy, that's a big old offensive tackle moving down the line, making a critical block.
Call it 2nd down and 4 for the Philadelphia Eagles at the Ravens' 48-yard line. Ty Detmer at the controls. If you're just joining us, he came in the second quarter. Derek Witherspoon up near the first down marker. Again, a good surge. This is a new offensive line, and here you got Barrett Brooks, the rookie, Jermaine Mayberry, Bubba Miller, Joe Rudolph, and Troy Drake. As we look at Witherspoon, nice line movement.
Again, here it is. And this is where games are won and lost, right on the offensive line. The Eagles win this surge. When you win the surge on the offensive line, you get positive plays. Too late for those linebackers like Sutter, number 54, to come flying in there. He gets credit for a tackle, but it's a 5-yard gain. To take that all day long.
All right, the Eagles were 2nd in the NFC behind Dallas, and they want even more production out of the running game. Ty Detmer, 3rd in inches for the Philadelphia Eagles. On the keeper off the left side, he gets a good surge. First down, Philadelphia Eagles.
I hate that play. I hate that play.
Because you used to get banged up, man.
I'm telling you, I hate that play. You get down the bottom of the pile. Look at the size of them guys. Look at little Ty. Look at little Ty rolling in there. Gets a good block, good line surge. Again, you get the first down. But look at all. There's got to be a ton on top of them. Quarterbacks don't like all the people laying on top of us. You know, Don, you could get hurt.
Yeah, it messed your hair, didn't it? Boy, just see Jaw's hair at halftime, folks, if you're with us. I mean, he's so vain, he won't wear his headset on camera. All right, Philadelphia Eagles operating 1st and 10 inside the 44-yard line of the Baltimore Ravens. Ty Detmer, a little play action. He's looking to his left. He has a man wide open. That's number 18, is going to be a key member of this football team, Kevin Pratt. Excuse me. Yes, that is Kevin Pratt, number 18. He's a rookie, and you know one thing about this guy, he brings him some speed. They're very deep with the veterans. They'll probably keep a lot of receivers, though, because they do have so many older players. Kevin Pratt, they loved. He got in a fight with Bobby Taylor right after training camp began. Nice
job by Ty Detmer on the play action. What that does is hold the linebacker. You'll see it right here. Good. Boom. Set. Turn. Open up. Locate that linebacker. Linebacker doesn't get back. He's held by the run fake. Gives you a nice lane to throw the football. And that's what you want to have. P.J. Killian couldn't drop underneath that one.
Free down here, 2nd and short. The give is to Derek Witherspoon. He's got the first down near the Ravens' 30-yard line. And again, the depth on the offensive line, as Larry Webster made the stop there, number 79 for the Ravens, is an excellent, excellent situation for the Eagles. They had depth on the defensive line last year. Could lose a guy like Red Hall, who's a huge addition coming back healthy, but they did not have a lot of depth on the O-line.
You know, Don, I was out at training camp last week for 3 days and paid special attention to that offensive line, and they were making a lot of plays like this. Good groups working together. That offensive line has to be 5 people. Has to be great synergy, you know, reading all the stunts, all the different things they have to know in a split-second time. They're getting very good at that.
Ty Detmer, 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. The give is to number 31, Derek Witherspoon, and he is tripped up in the backfield. Going to be a loss of 5 on the play. Rick Lyle, number 95 on the stop, and an excellent play for the Ravens.
Don, I will mark this down right now. John Gruden is sitting right next to us as the offense coordinator of the Eagles. What right now the Baltimore Ravens are doing are over-pursuing the plays. You're going to see a naked bootleg sometime in this second half, or a naked bootleg with a tight end dragging across. You see Witherspoon stop there because they're getting penetration and chasing the play from behind. When that happens, you got to bring the quarterback out naked. In other words, all alone to throw the ball up the field. If it's not there, he may run for 20 yards. They are not keeping the quarterback accountable.
Loss of 6 on the play. 2nd down and 16, passing situation for Ty Detmer at the controls. He drops back. He's looking over the middle, and he gets it again to a tight end, Jason Dunn. What a nice game this guy is having, and there was a concern. He's physical, he's big. They know he has unbelievable natural talent, but they want him to catch the ball, and he's doing it tonight, Ron.
Don, this is called working the hash game. Watch Jason Dunn release, coming over the middle right there. There's a linebacker trying to pick him up, Ed Sutter. But look at the ball location. That's what I love. Look where that ball was, away from the pursuing linebacker to a position where only Jason Dunn could catch the football. If you work that hash game with the tight end, it opens up everything.
All right, the scoreboard has it wrong. It is not 3rd and 1, as you see on your screen. It is 3rd and about 7 after the loss on the previous play. Pick up on that play. Very nice to Jason Dunn. Call it 3rd and 7. Ty Detmer back to pass. Blitz from the backside. He got crushed after he got rid of the ball. The completion is made by number 17 of the Philadelphia Eagles. That, of course, would be Freddie Solomon. But did Ty Detmer take a lick after he got rid of the ball, Ronnie?
Well, you got to be very careful in these situations. You've got to pick up the blitz. You'll see it right here. Coming from the backside, it's a safety blitz. And the one thing that you want to be sure of is that you pick up the blitzes and the quarterback reads them. I'm not sure what the protection scheme is that the Eagles had on here, but you can't have your quarterback taking those clean hits. Give Ty Detmer a lot of credit. He hung in there, delivered the ball, a strike, but short of the first down.
Gary Anderson has been the Eagles scoring offense so far tonight. Tommy Hutton will place this ball down just outside the 31-yard line. 41-yard attempt for Gary Anderson. It got there, and that narrows it to a one-point game. The Philadelphia Eagles now trail the Baltimore Ravens 10-9. 7:50 to go in the third quarter. Eagles preseason football